So what are our top picks for people to check out this week?
I think I enjoyed Bad Times at the El Royale more than you did.
Yeah, I didn't care if it was too long for an exploitation movie.
Listen, every movie has 20 minutes it doesn't need. It's like the Apatow effect. That's just
this
how
has
it
an
is
hour
now.
and 20 minutes it doesn't need, though. So.
Oh, hush your mouth. He just wants the 20 minutes of Chris Hemsworth.
He's the best thing about it.
He's really good.
Yeah, he and Cynthia Erivo and her singing
it's basically like super kind of Tarantino light, but it's really entertaining. It's got Jeff Bridges, John Hamm, Cynthia Erivo, Dakota Johnson, and the Hemsworth, the butterscotch, beautiful boy that he is. And it's all set in a hotel on the California-Nevada border in, I think, right around early 70s, kind of around Manson times,
right? I think just before.
Yeah, and I just thought it was a fun, pulpy. It's kind of an airplane movie, but I'm okay with that. But it'll look good big because it looks good.
Right.
What else? What's your pick?
Well, let's see. We have. I'll stump for First Man again because Ryan Gosling. You know,
Gosling's not going to come over to your house. You're going to stop
for this. But no, the other.
Thank you personally for defending him on Build Weekend Watch.
Exactly. There we go. No, but the one I do want to talk up also, which we didn't talk about, the Netflix dropped a really great horror series called The Haunting of Hill House. That starts today. It's directed by the director Mike Flanagan, who did a really good adaptation of Gerald's Game with the great Carla Gugino, who's also in this. Henry Thomas from E.T. is in this. All grown up. Yeah, exactly. No, it's a great cast.
Mikhail Hausman,
and it's genuinely scary. I mean, if you want like a really good scary binge watch, this is the one to see. I
agree. We didn't have time to talk about that, but yeah, I've seen a few episodes. It's really great. It's really one of the better horror shows I've seen in a long time. And apparently, I haven't seen it yet, but if maybe you have, episode 6 or 7 essentially does a kind of rope thing where it's like everything is like one shot. It's like 4 different takes, one shot all throughout the house. And I was talking to one of the actors.
Nicolas Cage Snake Eyes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the opening of Snake
Eyes.
Eyes. Yep. But apparently in this, they had to rebuild their studio and their set because they were going from like a house in one timeline to a house in a previous timeline and using the child actors who were representing the adults who were like flipping around in one take, which is supposed to be really incredible. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that episode yet, but no, I have heard that because he directed every episode and he really brings a lot of style to it that you wouldn't necessarily see from the trailer. They're hiding some of the most inventive stuff.
10 episodes and he wrote, directed, and edited all of the episodes.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane? And I heard he did some of the music too. That's not a joke.
Yeah, he's the one reason why I'm actually hopeful that the Shining sequel will be good. I think like that book Dr. Sleep is not a good book. I don't think Ewan McGregor is right for that part. But if he's behind the camera on the Shining 2, then I'm in for it because I think he's.
I love
he's
that Ewan McGregor is bouncing from like Winnie the Pooh to Shining.
What they don't tell you about Winnie the Pooh is that he's got post-traumatic stress disorder in that movie. They hid that, so he's the World War I veteran, post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it continues.
All work and no play makes poo. I don't know what
exactly
makes poo do.
All work and no play makes poo. Okay, I think my pick is going to be
First Man.
Beautiful Boy. I didn't love it, but I did like looking at it for the most part.
What about Hate You Give? Because I think that's going wide, right?
Is that going wide?
Hate You Give is very good.
It's really good. And Amanda Stenberg? I think that's how you say her name. She, again, I think like Timothée Chalamet, you go, that's a star.
She's really great.
She's so good. And I don't know if any of you guys read the book. And I've never seen a movie turn around so fast. Like that movie barely hit Barnes & Noble and the movie was in production because it was a huge bestseller last year. But it's just a really interesting, topical, but not lecture-y take on Black Lives Matter and what it is to be a Black teenage girl in America without feeling like you're being sort of given a symbolic person. Right. She feels really real. So I would really recommend that movie.
Hate You Give. That does it for us. Let's thank James Ransone for stopping by earlier. And of course, let's thank Leah and Ethan for being here. And remember, guys, TV and movies are fun, but the earth is literally dying at a much faster rate than we ever anticipated. Have a good weekend.
Drug addicts.